Hey guys, Cortex here with just a quick short video. I know I may be slightly late to this, but guys, we're getting a Crash Bandicoot Netflix show. So I just wanted to quickly talk about this, my thoughts on it, what I think they should do, what I think they should avoid doing, what I want to see, that sort of stuff. First and foremost, the thing I will say is if they make Crash talk, and I mean properly talk like he did in Skylanders, this show's done. That's it. The show is completely finished. But having said that, I just hope the show is sort of like that cancelled pilot, and there's that short clip, short intro to the show, shows like Crash's creation and Cortex feeling to create his general sort of thing. It's goofy, it's like slapstick comedy. I think they should go down that route. Yeah, definitely go down that route. What I want to see is I want to see all the Crash characters involved here. Don't leave out any characters. You've got a whole plethora of all these cool characters. Involve them, get them involved. And the way I think they should format the show, I think honestly, if they're gonna follow the games, then it should be season by season, do one game at a time. So season 1 would be the events of Crash 1, and season 2 would be Crash 2, and so on basically. Some people may say, well, how are they going to do season 1 if that's the road they're going down? How are they going to do that? Because most of the game is just Crash, and there's not a whole bunch of talking there. Guys, we could have Crash doing his thing, and Aku talking throughout, getting him. It could be silly and funny, like Crash fucking up and stuff, and Aku like slowly losing patience but bearing with him, and that sort of thing going on. We could have scenes of Dr. Cortex and Embryo and their henchmen in the background, cut back and forth between the two. We could see maybe Coco and Tana in their prison cells or whatever, their cages, whatever, locked up, plotting escape and stuff. I think season 1 could go that way, and then obviously from there, something sort of similar. Season 2, you could see like Embryo in the background plotting things, and we would obviously have Cortex interacting with Crash in the warp room. We could see Coco working on the background, like get scenes of her successfully hacking Cortex's feed to talk to Crash to try and warn what's going on and so on. We could also have those episodes of the bosses. I'm not sure if it would need to be a full episode per boss. That might be a little much, but certainly have them in the latter half of their own episode maybe. And then obviously with Wart season 3 potentially, there's a bunch of stuff there they could tackle into. And then the games beyond that, with CTR, I think there's definitely plenty they could go with there. Crash Bash, if they were to dive into that, I'm not sure. I think they could piece something together. And Wrath of Cortex, definitely. If they done Twin Sandy, probably the funniest season, I'm not sure. As far as the Titans and Mind Over Mutant games go, I'm not sure if I really want to see that. Who knows? And as I said, this is all hypothetical. They may not go down this road, and I'll get into the other possibility in a little bit. But basically, if they did go down that road and stuff, and then there's a thing with the continuity and the timelines, because obviously if they're going to do a season of It's About Time, then the rest of the seasons aren't going to make sense, etc, etc. And they may just do that. They may just, instead of tackling the other games where there'll be potentially tricky content to get around and stuff, they may just go Crash 1, 2, 3, CTR, It's About Time. But who knows? This is just me excited, rambling about this show, and literally all there is a news article that, we're getting a show. For all we know, it could be cancelled before we even get an episode. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But then the other side of that is that they could just go their own route with the show. They could make it completely separate from the games and just take inspiration from the games sporadically throughout. I definitely do not want to see, as I said, I don't want to see Crash talking. I don't want to see the show take itself too seriously. I just want the show to be something like 20-minute episodes, 30 minutes max. Just something that you throw on, kills a bit of time, couple of laughs. That's all this show ideally needs to be in my mind. We could maybe do 10 episodes a season. That would be cool. That's, that would be ideal in my eyes. I think if they were to push it further than that, then it would drag on. I feel like they would maybe possibly run out of things to do. They would run out of places to take it, or they would just take it down weird paths that aren't necessarily funny. And then there's the scary side of things as well, just what I'm talking about, the negative aspects of this announcement is that I don't know at the time of this recording, I'm not sure anybody does, like who is spearheading this show. Obviously it's going to be on Netflix, but who's the showrunner, who's the director, and so on, who the writing team is. I know they said Wild Brain Studios, I think. I've got an article here from IGN, I'll pull that up momentarily, but look, we could get people that come in and love and respect this series and want to, make something cool for the fans, make something cool that everyone's going to enjoy, or we could get somebody that is just cocky and full of themselves and think to themselves, no, what you like is wrong, it's crap, shit, whatever. I can take this thing and make it a million times better. We've seen this time and time again, and then usually they end up churning out some dog shit that everyone hates. But fingers crossed that isn't the case, because I am cautiously optimistic here with this show. But let me see here. News article, IGN. Okay, Crash Bandicoot set to return as a Netflix animated series. Crash Bandicoot looks set for a return in animation form with a new series on Netflix. What's on Netflix reported that the animation studio behind Sonic Prime, Wild Brain Studios, is making the Crash Bandicoot adaptation for the streamer. Wild Brain Studios has worked on plenty of animations for Netflix, including Carmen Sandiego, Mallory Towers, and the aforementioned Sonic Prime. As What's on Netflix points out, this is the first time Crash Bandicoot will front his own series. There is no release window nor plot details for the Crash Bandicoot animated series yet. Yeah, so just as I was saying there, there's very little information on this show as it stands, but I am sincerely hoping, just of everything I've said to this point, we get people that care. I want to see all the Crash characters. I want Crunch in this thing, man. I want Nina Cortex. I want Dingo Dale. I want Tiny Tiger. Give us all these cool characters. If you want to introduce new characters, I would save that until you've at least given all the classic crew, all the classic characters their time on the screen. And please, for the love of God, do not do this.
And I have no idea how I got here. Last thing I remember, I was on the Wampa Islands and about to free my friend Tawna from the clutches of the evil Dr. Neo Cortex.
And well guys, that's all from me. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to get a free old man and a free Crash Bandicoot plushie. Again, thanks for watching and have a great day. Now, I'm off to rub gravy on my nipples.